forgive me for the day. God, Hashem, Rabin, Elchid, Elchid, Chachayda, Abkes. That's a breath. I'm sorry, Justice Buddies. Shabbat Shalom. I love you. I'm sorry, I mean. People. It is really early this morning. Here is already about 800 in Buenos Aires. This June 13th, 2015. I slept here after last night. I just came and walked from Flores place, Flores neighborhood, from where my granny aunt is address that I delivered to her that she wanted I buy her. That's supposedly a route. And the delusional perros enfermos, policía de Argentina, making up in a classical crap with perros evangelistas, that she wanted a portable old silent radio, and she gave it to me. Her money for I to buy it. So I just went around after some networks and gave her what she wanted to have, because of she calms down while she hears music. That's what she told me, and somehow made it does. Clear for the soul and the realities to go through. I just came in a walk, and while coming in a walk, we just were doing like naturally my supposed lyrics, talking through my line, talking through our days. You know, this is exactly the point of this moment, and this is exactly the point of everything we've been doing. And yesterday with Yorana, since really afternoon early, we were talking about certain things, and in a walk, while seeking for making some meetings around Buenos Aires, I had to buy some medication for the hypertension of my aunt granny. Just went around and watched something which Yorana wanted I to see, and I saw certain ladies' store. And having a moment, Yorana were asking me what will I see there, which I would ever think will be really nice for a special lady. So in the middle of this all, I just saw there were a very special ladies, but talking around 50 to up with a very lady class. So special, not for to say pejoratively, but really, really, really classy, but for old women, but ladies. And suddenly were nice, everyone, and really nice, really delicate the most, others not that much. And there were one special that I saw which were really liking and nice for. And I said, well, this, but I wouldn't this way, but a little changed. And we started talking, and he asked me, how will I do? And I started describing how will be the designing for that shoes. And in the middle of this reality, we're making something which I love, which is sharing and making registers and the reality for making good things, and sharing good things, not with lucrative character, but making some good spaces and with rights about what we do, what we come for. And in the middle of the soul, there were a very interesting thing because of us, just the studies, we started making a very development for that. And thinking about how other class of shoes, how other youth, how other elemental for even teenagers and young women to everywhere. And suddenly starting to talk about what is Matias color, the class of, well, I were in Pharma City at Carabobo Aveno intersection, Rivadavia Aveno, Buenos Aires. supposedly delivering. I were with my headsets, but where is the communication? Is this a microphone? Oh my god! Then, how is this? BlackBerry. Anybody can have it? In a store. BlackBerry, Denon Harman Company, right? And produced by Harman Company. This is special for BlackBerry Corporation devices. Then, the reality of this, I were there and we were talking and thinking, and I told him certain colors, special colors, how will ever be distinguished, and how the matisse and how the texture materials, how to using it, how to producing, how will be this special forged metallic elements, and even some being artistic and giving some special smooth, delegated static, subtle, and even though so solemn presence and shape and even look. What I would do. And this where it gets enough saying that I were rubbing down. And suddenly came the sharp, probably like arrow sharp, and I said, okay, I will do this, oh, it's rubbing. And suddenly somebody at the signing in said, well, not necessarily symmetric. And I said, well, a little round, not like an arrow, for its finale. So suddenly needs some smooth, delicate way. And okay, not totally symmetric, but always to the outside where the rhizoclakia tesmaten, for what it is, anatomy, is better to be the extensed side of this arrow class. And there will be aesthetically much better. So, in the middle of this, in and I just came out of there, and this was then Kate to Granny, her medication, and gave her the photo that I made and positivated for her, like to you to understand what I mean. The photo, printed photo, and suddenly she gave me the money, and I just came out and I made some networks, and I've been dealing with certain problems we had, and you run away really stressed the whole yesterday and all through this night, even entire international criminal court. All through this, I came here, and we kept on talking, and justice by this whole received what we've been doing. And I had a very special moment which this started to delivering and mobile seeking whenever there is not a mobile, they produce it and they try that to happen. So in the middle of this, the cycles that generate pretender expertise, as perros degenerados, Fuerzas Armadas, Argentinas, and Kirchner, are always making the same. If there is nothing they can opportunistically, criminally, psychically, shitty, because of any other shitty, for you to get it, crappy, the clear fact, they produces the mobile anyway, and they force us for that mobile to be, and they said, we are self-claimed, we command, we are the government, and you can understand this. Perros degenerados van a morir pronto, y lo voy a disfrutar. The same bunch cycle demon hordes with burden victims in other evangelics. So, all through this all, hebben het leggen de series kopelijk makkelijk hier repetitie bij het leveggaat to the soup. And I just came there to the Gishmak Levegali after that to Granny. And before I worked 2 hours in Lautaro 34 cyber, trying to uploading a video that only uploads for about 30 minutes. And whenever I just came on the page again, there were 97, 96, 97%, but we're at a different page. We're a ghost in a mirror. Policía Federal Argentina Perra, uploading themselves into them hubs, into them ghosted matrix for the whole of the social hubs companies that they reproduce in them own system matrix for their plus Gmail, Drive, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, and everything off of the corporations and with no permission, demanding that they own and everything is theirs, making the matrix for taking and saying, oh, they hacked us, the accounts are ours, and the company as well, and everything is, and they publish it, it's all ours, and they're stealing us, and we are making a mega case because of their stealing to the state, and goes to mutilating people, still saying that we robbed them. So, the reality of the soul happens a lot of other situations. All through this problem, and all through the situation, started to say that I had to be internated with perros degenerados forenses argentinos, with more than a few, and perros degenerados K, tribunales argentinos, saying that today now, it's going to go to San Maricas 40, over the word, pretender of exportations. I don't know you, I don't know who you are. Perros de guarda, I'm going to explain what this is all about. So supposedly internated because of I will check stuff, I will seeking and seducing the forces men, and groping them and blow-chopping them, and I will carouse over the world with everyone all day long. I will ever have sex. And being prostitute and robbing. So in the middle of the soul, forgive please the expression because of it's the textual all the day saying I do, and they do. While raping perros de guarda, but they said they only have sex on the F word meaning. And murders whenever they are said, you rapist son of a disgusting mother, and oh mother, let's come to F word mother. Degenerados hijos del infierno. Sodoma. Él mismo lo dijo, yo te voy a decir lo que digo, te voy a poner muerto. Y va a ser pronto. So started trading similarly people all around and a certain order, which they said, we started the circuit. Kidnapping, rape, and murder. I myself said so. I am not giving you permission, and I am not instigating you. Oh, because of my command, I'm going to make it. No, because of you said, I'm going to put you there, pedazo de mierda, and you are going to recognize that you're only shit. Barra infernal. Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, and the whole bodies of you. Gersnuts. And it's medication because of said, Policía Federal Argentina breakdown where you're going to believe to an officer or them, perros degenerados. Galdrag motleve halaviskable vekhlach, hiviskable vekmatlach, hiviskable vesim. Eskable vekhlach, that's a soul. So in the middle of the soul, sorry for that, I came here and started talking to Justice Party, Israel. And in the middle of the soul, receiving everything, and we kept on talking how to making. And how to producing, and how will this be? And how will this come, and how will this be produced? And we kept on, and we were keeping the reality of thinking, how will this be for you, this, for you, that, and how the difference, and how this order, and how this way, and how this designing, and how this colors, and how this combining for you, and thinking about this all, and thinking about this way, and thinking about this texture, this producing for a base, and this making for this class of shoe, this class of manly, this class of a youth man, this class of a youth woman, and this black this called and started to telling certain designers like yesterday. And after this, was also turns to taking this and having what I'm doing, recording with this LC, saying that they are doing it right. And also thinking, oh, he's going to see this, he's going to see that, oh, let's talk about this, and we thought first, we already done that video, and he cannot say, well, because of we done. Policía Federal Argentina sos una degenerada mierda, y lo único que haces es ser una parrada sucia enferma, y así te voy a exterminar. So in the middle of this all, sorry the victims. Bet lebechal chilisaklik, ishpot lebechal chalikini, but lebesech ishpot lemabad. And the clear fact of this, having the black of the secret is called the Bechmachal Tidesaklim. So suddenly, clearly, and evidentially, and I just, after a question which were very personal, very special, I'm not going to refer now. I'm not going to making a reference or mention about it now. What exactly the moim tachi bat lebechpachni and what's a spadriaki success for life. So suddenly I just got slept. And I was trying to help certain other situations as understanding I do. And in the middle of this all, I woke up 438. This town here in Masarit. At this in 13, June 13 town. And simply, I just needed to physiologically come into the bathroom or physiologically. And I just done like naturally. So further definitions of mention which were not necessary, but let's make it the journey. Forgive me, please. So came here and I just laid down again. And suddenly just covered and kept on sleeping some other moment. And suddenly in the middle of the disaster, we were working in some special way. Sorry, my supposed delusional, thanks, that's what our Melida does. Prostitutas bajas van a repudrirse en el infierno con sus braguetas de Sodoma verde podrido, ejército argentino y compañía perra Sodoma y Gomorra. Sorry, lads. I am already with violence enough for much other things, and I'm sorry. So happening as naturally happened, just simply, I have done something which implies you're running dealing with a problem in a situation. Ask me, please come out. 5:15 came out, switched clothes, and suddenly had a very moment, went to the bathroom. Sorry. And simply wear the shoes, wear a jacket, and came out. 5:30. And started walking and where the requestment I to be around and I to come to certain other places. But I just walked around this goddamn neighborhood, and I'm sorry. Well, yesterday, una perra, berla la ceja le dech la chirishkov le dech maplechani mesechli, were making it levi sof leche le sechetim. And why do I say this word? Because of his besti ap le dech la chirish matlechanim. The problem is that even she dogs doesn't have those behaviors. And I'm sorry for her. Except to be a back lechini ap le besti. Alright. And afternoon, yesterday, just crossing by, just Sodoma bodies, started saying, no, he makes better than a woman. Because of perros degenerados, 40, are all over, like the rest all supposed to expertise as vagina, maricas, degenerada mierda, and perras Gomorra, the same. About supposedly they don't know me, but they spread all over that I will rob to evangelics, I will be a chunky, I will rob all around to people, I will be consuming drugs, selling drugs, and living for felony robbery and narcos about my family that they will be researching, and why will he not be detained yet? Perritos degeneraditos, paris of Sodoma, all over. So you understand the cultivation. So this perros degenerados crosses by and placed the face of Sodoma, French, vicious B-word, sorry, degeneraditos de mierda, and telling, put a camp, I don't know you, I don't know, your body's in the police station, that shit that you call police station knows me, and not expecting to be dismissed for, they know me like body shit, they should ever know, and that son of a snake should ever know as well. And they do. And I'm going to explain to you about this. So sadly, I'm going to put them against the floor of the hell to every one of them. And I were just walking and feeling and talking my supposed hilarious. Of course, we know who he is and what he does. Would you think that Governor of the United States of America and Israel and also the International Government of the United Nations will talk to this? Oh my God! Admission al borda, Piñeiro, perras. Por eso recibiste y mandaste con Macri 10 millones de pesos de presupuesto para arreglar las cosas en el gobierno de Israel, en el gobierno de Estados Unidos, Corte Criminal Internacional, Naciones Unidas, en las naciones de Europa, en Justice Paris, pretendiendo coimear y buscando a quien te asocie en todo lugar para ver qué era lo que podías manotear, manipular y manejar en el asunto. Perras de cuarta. Alright. Bethlehem Ablef is Sechacham. Sorry. Imbot lebeserviskat sishke abaravat imot mat iminarvisish. And forgive me the violence, please, Askil, I'm so sorry. And I am really feeling worse than that. And have a cause for. And it's serious and it's real. We're all wrong. And that's just we're dealing with this. And I'm supposedly being farther. But it's just we're around this neighborhood so yearly. And suddenly in the middle of the situation, before it just came out, Perras, Sodom y Gomorra, expertises, they just they are, Policía Federal Argentina, and Gendarmería Nacional, with brujería, espaditas reventadas, and the Temshiat Universal Pretender of Church of the Kingdom of I don't know what kind of a god, brujos de mierda, with the pardon of victims, perros hijos de perra, profanos de cuarta, about to make the relative theory of a second achibish bottom and black machat harigim van medam, ba'am klavim. And remot lebechad lebechibis kob lebeferras, hiat lecheswa atlikama rebefach halachish kabatima. And lebefech lebefograt hilvidiat lebesaswa atlikivecham atlefach matzilash kibatzam. And lebefech matzimi, mishbot lebem. And slaughtery, spiritual slaughtery, and I have the business, oh military, take it, your favorite, take the mind. And perras de cuarta, with perras evangelistas of Guillermo Aracefrain, making the guessing, he said this, he sang this, and he made it this. Lord never came in that thing. The enemies of answers have everything, and we also, because of love, taken a lot. And I'm going to tell you one thing, which I were about to sing in Perras Advinas, said, it's the first, of course. Perras infelices, degenerada mierda. You're the hilarious evangelista argentino, with a pardon of victims, and a lot, and I'm serious. It's that you think you are important, and you think you are prophet, and you think you're judge, and you think you can judge, and you think you can be of God because of you, Prophet Regesh, and you said my faith justifies me, your talisman. And I'm going to tell you one thing, God is not talking to you, and God never spoken to you. And if to anyone you sent to be murdered. And the reality of this soul is that you, the liar, you have right and reason for, and you are a demon, except for the victims. And the reality of this, perras infelices, that you yourself puts on top, but abducting, killing, corrupting, and destroying people and trampling people like porks of hell, you all are, diablas, is exactly what you dedicate to delivering, that you will have rights and reason, and God will ever allow you and endorse you and justify whatever the shit you think God to be. And you are thefts, you are criminals, you are psychos, you are demons, you are genociders, you are shit.
and that's the way you die, and forever shala, bruja de guarda.
Then, Repoplefa Halhalibishmos Lehani Power, perras infelices, Metlebehals Lehevistechlahi, and perros degenerados, Sodoma business, Policía Federal Argentina expertises, telling that they saw everything like I told them, and saw by my spirit that they take and sing evangelic scale in me, and I have rights because of I'm going to be and not him. Everything that we were talking, they said. And saying, perras, publishing videos they done themselves, Gomorra, Policía Federal Argentina, because if I designed this shoe, and I made this, and he's selling to me, and I have this mark, and started naming Emporio, Armani, you understand, Louis Vuitton, Oscar de la Renta, Jimmy Choo, Mark Bonsker, let's put in this name for you to understand in other terms, started to naming Aniela Mansky, Gloria Vanderbilt, New York, named, how's this? Forget the please. Dirk Bansker, Marin Admani, Roenos Capi, Dolce & Gabbana, Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, and forget that the precedence is in Bleda de Sacredi is Yves Saint Laurent, Repoplev Massi, and named Vinsky Respot, and also Kivia Natim and others, even Israelis. And in the middle of this all also named Danny Voter, and are awesome recognized designers and has awesome realities, even Cartier. And said that were their trademarks that they owned and they registered yesterday with United Evangelics, ignorance, health, sickness, saying that belonged to them and they were robbing them. And President of Argentina, Cristina Kirchner, gave them, and the damn disgusting criminals sick shit, there to say, because if I'm dealing with them, they are too ill and they threaten me, and I'm just trying to containing, liar son of a snake, closed doors, say, I am gonna say what is gonna be for everyone, and they own because if I said it, that's it, because if I'm gonna be the president of the world. And I supposedly be delivering. And there's perras de guarda. Then, Repoplevet Halkimia, Plevet Felisko, Plevet Mahal Hinimat. And saying that what we've done with justice parties, but this glass of, oh, I can see, oh, I can you understand what he's doing, Oh, you're an expertise. Have you performed enough? Have you enough? Have you killed enough? Have you got with the power that your father enough? You're an expertise. Perras infernales. Then, Repoplev Mapleve Haltaknime Sebehaltesim. And Sodoma degenerados, basis to being a cut, national security, and expertise of my person. Then, Ramon Falcón, Federal Police of Argentina School, like metropolitanas, like prefecturas, like gendarmerias, like Ejército Argentino, like Policía de Seguridad Aeroportuaria, like the whole damn shit of a country, see that, teaches about my person like the emerged. And says, this is our source, and from this, we are not going to let it go, and we are going to have the power. And says how to making security, except for a few bitches called here around, the face, for them to delivering that they are the super cops and everything is okay, and nothing happens like I say but liars. And makes the selection and makes the undercover, the secret and the super agents and the protection for make a career. Who can kill and keep us, those families. I'm going to give you a house, I give you a car that Cristina Kirchner will signing to you for supposed justice, and maybe not, that we are going to find criminals and you're going to have it, let us them up, and you're going to have whatever you want and just proceed into making the career. So in the middle of the soul, saying the qualities and the virtues and how to with the power of the fathers and witches and selecting a personal witch and a personal evangelic that generate of what they have in the arena of Sodoma for them to make in the business, them to work. And basis that, and all knows my face, all knows my name, all knows my address, and I just cross by a Maciel Perro de Cuarta One, while making the dealing over extortions and some other things at the middle of the town, while I didn't have to except for what we have in situation. Saying, oh, because if I don't know you, and I don't know you, just put against there, I don't know you.
And I'm going to put the cut them gun in the cut them ass, and I'm going to shut it all together. Descarado, degenerado. And turns to saying, he don't know me, they don't know me. Me blera befleche vesisko blevechalecham, ableveserisko blevefechlachim kamadim. And as a reality of this happened other classes of things. And started to come to kidnapping and raping more people because of I didn't blowjob them. And suddenly the son of a snake started saying, I couldn't do what I were about to do, what I had to do, because if I realized he had the sunlight up on the head. And starts to saying, don't know me. Pouring all over this town, pouring all over the suburban, pouring all over this land, pouring all over UNASUR, all over world. That I will be my face, my person, following hand, blowjobber of dead old bodies, perro de cuarta, prostitute, transvestite, chunky, merchandise, stuff, drugs, sailor, dealer, narco, and everything, my mother a whore, and my family whores, and fags is the term, and we will have everything based off narcos and everything rough. And with my face, photo in hand, every son of a snake in this maciel perro de cuarta, carita degenerado de Sodoma, and the whole of the bodies. And the two pelados pedophilicos that keeps like if nothing will ever happen, and making the testimony, oh, we know with this and that, and tribunales de mierda de la perra Cristina Kirchner making up whatever they know. Because of they are the ones that says what it is. And there's the thing, of course. So in the middle of this all, went to murder more people and went to making more Shias and send more Shias to the nations to saying that they are going to control the world and take the state. And were 3,104,208 persons murdered because of this, but it's Perra de Cuarta, and it's PRADA, UNASUR, and PRADA, Sodoma and Gomorrah. And we can take in collecting bodies, which I'm tired of, and slaughter, destroy it, and seek of death, and making the witchcraft of profanation and the delirious perras evangelicas, telling that they see and Lord shows them that it will be what the profanely and the generally and manipulatively witches perros de cuarta, Sodoma and Gomorrah, says that God are making and putting and taking off. But them, ancient of perras de cuarta, prostitutas enfermas, united evangelics, upon me and upon us. And crossing by, two perritas of them, oh, and were not in jail. They said that they did. Supposedly expecting that I appear there, saying that they come to having sex permanently right here a few blocks back. With supposed agents of armed forces. And Gibson, oh, he's not detained. We're going to do ourselves, and you better stop to attach because of Lord. Perras degeneradas van a morir pronto, mentirosas, maricas y prostis, mentirosas, criminales, ladroncitos, perritos, genocidas, perritas brujas, perritas del infierno, van a morir pronto y van a entender, mentirosa mierda, que nada de mi vida y nada de lo que yo tenga y posee y sea va a ser de ustedes, ni lo fue ni lo será. Perras de Lucifer. Sorry for this. Repoflech mapleve chalchanam baflech ibiskope vechtichtishe at sevach at atsem. And pleve chalchinim, we already have enough. And I'm sick of them. HTTPS www.BDRMCBN-DMC. The hell of a land, the Sodoma land, the Gomorrah land, the Kirchner, same like them, land, which is not exactly the ground, but them shit of a nation which names them Saddam Gamar and Botek Batuv. Like in Hebrew, how's this? Writing as the phonetics with the Occidental alphabet. Sorry. OXTDMC, BR, middle, MC, M9, 89, 4, 3, 4, 8, 6, 5, 0, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, 8, 0, 9, 4, 3, 4, 8, CT, 4, 6, 1, middle, sys, middle, OXT, 4, 1, 4, point 10, T, system, 3, goal, F2. The whole last ever tools. Alejandro Maribelando read me, I'm sick of them, and this were recorded sin Well, and they already wrote and are forcing for my voice on their background and repeating and reproducing what I just done, saying, we suffer experimental and go to it because of help them and whisper that they are the spiritual, because of we are the expertises. Who are you going to believe in? So it's up to him. Torras del infierno van a morir pronto. Sorry for this.